Our first presenter is Madiha. Madiha is working on women's participation in politics, and she's a junior researcher at ZFA. So Madiha, the floor is yours now.
Thank you, everyone. First of all, I would like thanks for giving me this opportunity to present my research. And I would like to start my presentation because I have only just 10 minutes. So basically, I'm on the final stages of my PhD dissertation, and hopefully in a month or so, I will submit my PhD thesis. So almost my PhD is completed at the moment. But in the current research, I will focus on aspect that are related to gender only, that how I conclude gender aspects in my research. So basically, my topic is challenges and opportunity for inclusion of women in politics. It's a case study of man and woman career politician from a particular political party in Pakistan, that is Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf PTI. It is known as PTI party, that is the current ruling party as well. When I started my research, it was not the ruling party, but there are three mainstream parties and I have to choose one. So on the basis of that, the PTI party was very much highlighted because in its protest or in its meetings, political platforms, the woman visibility was much more as compared to other two mainstream political parties. So basically, the reason was that I want to choose the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf political party, and later on during my field research, it becomes the ruling party of Pakistan as well. So let's go a bit further. So basically, it's the background that, as we all know, that women are representative in the parliaments, and Pakistan has a quite low ranking, and that compelled me that I need to identify the challenges for women in the politics of Pakistan. And basically, the research tried to explore what kind of barriers women are facing in the politics. And my research is trying to explore that women who come in the politics beyond elections, they are already active in the politics, how they bypass these challenges of political participation. Okay, I agree that challenges are there, but what are the success stories of women who actually cross these challenges and they make their ways in the political spheres? So as a part of my research, I have included like my main focus was on women, but after like going on a certain stage, I felt and my supervisor advised me also that I should include the male politician views as well. So after conducting half of my field research, I added few of the men carrying politicians as well. So as I told you before, that my research covers the term of political participation beyond voting, not the women who just vote, but the women who are in the politics already, either as a party member or either holding a public office. So basically, another thing which I faced during my field research, that I have two categories of women, one who are holding offices and one who are working in the party. So they are two different hierarchies, and I need to categorize them differently because the women who are at the beginner level, they have a different kind of problems, and women who are at the senior positions, they have different kind of problems because they're already holding the public offices. So for that matter, I use Milbert hierarchy model, who actually place people with different kind of political activities on different levels. So that will make my research much more easier, that mentioning every time that these are the women political worker who actually doing this or doing that, or these are the women who are in the office already and they are doing this. So I just use the term transactional level women who are actually the party worker, and then I use the term gladiator ones or the gladiator women career politicians who are at the advanced level of their political participation. So basically that model become a very helpful for me in order to categorize the challenges of women who are from the beginner level or who are from the advanced level. So this was actually like view that how Milbart actually distinguished between the spectator, transactional, or gladiator ones. So you can have a look on that. Then I use the demand and supply model because I already told you that I want to see, I don't want to identify the challenges of political participation, but I want to identify or want to explore that how the women who are already in the politics, they cross the challenges of political participation. So I conceived my themes of challenges of political participation from the demand and supply model. The demand and supply model identifies some challenges for women in politics. And I asked my respondent that if, for example, motivation is a challenge, so how you able to come to politics? Have you ever feel less ambitious or so? Or how you become motivated to come in the politics? Like if demand and supply model state that lack of resources is a challenge. So I asked my respondent that how you manage lack of resources while coming to the politics. So these are my basically themes, and these supply side factors that is known as structural challenges or demand side factors that are known as institutional challenges were asked under the cultural matters, like how they are operated under the patriarchy or the cultural composition of Pakistan. So these are my research questions. I explore the challenges and opportunity for women while being affiliated in the political party, because in the politics of Pakistan, it's very difficult to be contest election as an independent member, and mostly people prefer to be being affiliated with a political party. So these are my research objectives. I try to go in my thesis, what is the political history of women political participation in Pakistan, and how PTI emerged, and what is its policy regarding women inclusion in the party, or what are the challenges faced by women politicians, and how or like what are the future opportunities for them. So first of all, as concern my research methodology, so first of all, I've categorized my respondents. Then my theoretical framework, the themes which I have preconceived themes which I have used was taken from the demand and supply model of candidate selection by Deepa Norris, and Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, which is the current ruling party of Pakistan as well, was taken as a case study, and was my case study. My field work was conducted in Pakistan in the Punjab province between 20th July 2018 to 30th August 2019. Why it was delayed more than 9 months, I will discuss later on in my challenges. Then research method, it was used as a qualitative research methodology. A theoretical perspective, feminist standpoint perspectives was used because it believes that women problems should be identified through their own experiences, through their own voices. Women can only tell the problems of a woman better. So focusing on that, I tried to consult it with women participants. Tools of data collection, a semi-structured interview guide, which themes were taken from the demand and supply model, and asked my respondents that how they make their ways in the political spheres, and the predetermined themes was used from the demand and supply model. Data analysis was used was done in 3 phases, namely data reduction, data display, and data interpretation with the help of the software Atlas TI. So this is my overview of how my respondents are categorized. There are 7 women career politicians who are from the party beginner level. Then come the 11 women MPAs who are members of Provincial Assembly of Punjab. And then there are 10 men MPAs who are also placed at the gladiator level based on their level of participation. And each participant was given a pseudonym to ensure the anonymity and confidentiality. So these are now I come to my challenges because I have a very short time. First of all, it was the most difficult for me to access the career politician. I was like very much convinced that it will be my home country. It will be not difficult for me to access the politician, but this is not the case. The women who are at the beginners level, at the transitional level, they are very easy to access. I simply start visiting a party office nearby my home, and I start interacting with them, talk to them, start listening to their story, how they come, why they join the party, what are their difficulties. But while moving up to the gladiator level, where I have to interview with the women MPs, it was very difficult. It was not possible to access them because the email and the phone number are provided on their website, on their Facebook page. They were not, responding to me. Even I emailed them with my official ZEF letter that I'm a researcher and I want to conduct a research, but not even a single woman replied to me. So at that time, I wasted 1 or 2 months in that, try to access them, try to get their phone numbers, but nothing works. So later, what I have tried that I tried to find a party gatekeeper who actually a close relative of us, and through him, he make me to visit some of the women MPAs, and then through snowball sampling techniques, they referred me to some more women MPAs. So how this procedure went on. But initially I was like, like I have a misconception that it's my home country, so it will be so much easier for me. But it was really very difficult to access the MPAs who are the member of the parliament. Then the other problem which I faced in my initial 1 to 2 interviews, that nobody was willing to record their data. Or even if I was recording at a point of time, like they mentioned me again and again, please don't mention it, please don't mention my name, please don't mention that name, please don't mention this thing. So it was quite challenging for me. And next time I have like been prepared that if I were not be allowed to record the interview, I will be able to note the key points. So I have to be prepared the both ways, recording or taking the notes. Then the third point is the focus discussion was not possible in my case. What I want that I can make a men career politician here and the women career politician on the other side, and I can cross question them that like for women stated that they are not welcomed by men. So I want them to, you know, make a focus group discussion, but nobody agree on that. They have their own schedule. Their MPs are so busy. They are not ready for that. They have their own concerns. So it was in my mind that I will go a focus group discussion maybe at a point of time, but during my research it was not possible. So the fourth point in my case,
you have you're over time already, so try and wrap
so the best facilitator in my case was the party gatekeeper. So in order to make my topic gender sensitive, so this study can be replicated with more studies. So maybe with the right-left party or the left-wing parties, it will give a more comprehensive view. What are the challenges of women political participation? Or it will help to understand the political participation challenges with diverse background. And other thing which I want to mention that I have a term like I want to ask the woman that how do you harass in the political party? So what I feel that these are some of very intense terms. When you ask the harassment, maybe your participant was not like take the statement as sexual harassment only or the physical harassment. When we cut down the term harassment, it has so much meanings, like you are bullying, you are calling names, you are body shame. These are all kind of harassment. But when I analyzing my data, I realized that in my interviews, women career politicians are harassed at a point of time, like they are bullied, they are rejected in the party meetings. But when I asked them, are you harassed in the party? They said no. So for the future research, maybe I will just get the term harassment and I will look into the how women career politicians in Pakistan harassed in different ways. Because otherwise they want to maybe save the name of the party. So they say, no, not a single woman mentioned that they have been ever harassed in the political party. So that was a research gap for me. So that's it. Thank you.